This is Ben Savage from Whitechapel, and you're geeking out to Gear Gods.
This is Ben from Whitechapel, and you are geeking out to Gear Gods.
Hello, Gear Gods. This is Ben Savage from Whitechapel, and I'm here to show you my signature guitar and what I'm running through my rig. Here we go. This is the BS7 signature guitar that I have from ESP. It has a maple neck through construction, alder body. It's got the quilted top. I'm trying to go for something classy, and I chose the maple because through the live mix, we have 3 guitars. So through the live mix, the other guitars are running left and right. I'm going through the center. So I have the maple just to add a little spank, just to fucking, you know, punch it on through, you know, punch it through the center. And I have a Floyd Rose so I could hit all those in-between little notes, all those creepy, you know, those creepy things you can't hit without a Floyd Rose. So that's what I have for that. And I also run a DiMarzio deactivators as for my tone, because we've been using those for the past couple records, and we haven't heard anything that has that percussive heavy sound that we're really aiming for. So that's this guitar right here. All right, this is mine and Zach's Kemper amps. He has a rack mount version. I have the Lunchbox, and yeah, Zach's runs the Kemper through the EVH, and he uses that as stage power for that, but the Kemper goes straight into the front of house. So it's pretty much just, it uses the speakers as front of house as the cabinet. So it has that, you can still get that warmth that I haven't heard from any other processing unit. I run through this Rocktron Velocity 300. That's my rig. And then I run that for my pedals. I use, well, we all use this, the Kemper remote. And you can see my patches. I use the rhythm. I got delay. I got the lead patch. I got, you know, low gain. And then I have a lead with a 3rd harmony on it. And then, you know, it has a tuner and a gate built into it. So it makes everything a lot less complicated, having to do with a bunch of pedals. And, like, you know, if your guitar goes out, you don't have to like check every input just to make sure. It's all just like hooked up to the Kemper, so it's all one. It just connects with an Ethernet cable, and so that's pretty much the rig.
What's up? It's Ben from Whitechapel. I'm going to walk you through my brand new Tama Star Classic Maple kit. 8, 10, 12, 16, and 18-inch toms. Like I said, they're all maple. It's a brand new kit. I was playing the Babinga Birch Performance Series, but these maples just have a lot more articulation and slap to them, just a lot more attack. Real happy with how they ended up. Another very unique feature about these is that our front of house guy, Brandon Cagle, who actually was an original member of the band, he installed internal microphones in all the drums. Audix D4s, D6s, and they sound absolutely incredible. We're all on in-ears, and you know, we're on a X32 rack, so you can put a little bit of, you know, compression, you know, reverb, a little bit of processing on all the sounds that you get. So the tom mix in ear has never sounded so good ever since you put those mics in there and I swapped over to the maple drums. Like, it's incredible. This is a SLP Babinga snare. Actually, when I was in Europe last time, I had a Babinga snare with this same Evans hybrid head on it. I like to tune my snare drum really tight. And for some reason, you know, this combination of snare drum head and snare drum, you know, the wood, really seems to work really well together. You can just crank it all the way up. You know, it has a lot of bounce to it. But I think the Babinga just cuts out any overtones or, you know, ring, because it's just like loud as hell and very little ring to it. So real happy with it. You know, I've been playing Zildjian cymbals as well for the last year and a half now. Couldn't be happier with these guys too. I mean, this is really like, this is what I've wanted to play since I started playing drums. This is what I started playing drums on. So yeah, you got 8 custom projection crashes. This is an 18-inch Oriental China. 14-inch K Master Sound hi-hats. Over here I have like a Meshuggah influenced stack configuration. It's a 17-inch K China and a 15-inch K Dark Crash on top. Oriental trash splashes over here. This is a 19-inch K Custom Hybrid China. I normally play the A Ultra Hammered, but I just kind of have this right now until I get my new order in. Oh, I don't have my ride set up for some reason right now, but it's a 20-inch A Mega Bell. It's the big boy. Sounds great. Been playing Axis longboard pedals as well since I can remember wanting to go fast, pretty much. That's just my go-to, been using them forever. Obviously kicks are triggered, so they're pretty well stuffed. You know, foam pretty much smashed all the way in there. That's pretty much the kit. The next world of tech stuff is my electronics rig, which my triggering module is a 2-box Drum at 5. It's absolutely incredible. The sensitivity and the response on it it's great. It's amazing. But the best feature about this is that you can actually import your own samples and have different multi-sample layers. So, for instance, I'm running a kick drum from our new record, and you know, when you go in and sample your drums in the studio, you'll do like 10 hits at high velocity or whatever. So it's the same volume, the same hit more or less, but it's like not the same hit. It's like just a slightly different hit. So this basically has 4 slightly different hits of one kick drum sample. So it randomly cycles through those multi-samples and it kind of humanizes it. It's great. Also, as you can see, we have a Firewire interface here, as well as a DMX's Lite interface. Normally we have a computer hooked up here which goes into the interface. I have this sitting beside me every night when we play. I basically queue up and control all the click tracks, which, you know, all of our samples, our lights, you know, basically everything is synced up to the click that I press play and stop on over here. So this is all synced up to that. Like I said, we're running 4 separate outputs out of this. It has 8, we're running 4, I believe. So it would be tracks, bass drops, click, and then I have a separate click of my own, like backing audio in it. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's about as technical as we get. I mean, we have our whole like in-ear monitoring rack, but you know, that's about it for me. That's the extent of what I do. Just computer stuff, hit things.
Hey, it's Herman here from Dragon Force. I'm geeking the hell out of myself and you guys on Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Gianzana from Dragon Force and you are geeking out to Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Vadim from Dragon Force and you're geeking out to Gear Gods.